Greetings to you, my dear brothers and sisters in our Lord Jesus Christ. I would like to say a few words on this day we are celebrating today. Africa Day is known as African Liberation Day. African Liberation Day is the process through which African countries fought to gain independence from European colonial rules and establish governance and freedom. On 25 May 1963, 32 African countries came together to form the Organization of African Unity, led by the leaders such as Haile Selassie, Kwame Nkrumah, and Julius Nyerere. The Organization of African Unity, OAU, was created to help African nations work together and stand up for African rights. Later, the Organization of African Unity became the African Union, AU, which is still helping African countries. African Union officially started on July 9, 2002 in Durban, South Africa, with Thabo Mbeki as its first chairperson. Many years ago, most African countries were ruled by European countries. This was called colonialism. During colonialism, African people were treated unfairly and they took over their lands. African leaders wanted their country to be free and independent. So the leaders decided to come together and form a big group called OAU. The main goal of the OAU was to help African countries to gain independence and to support each other and to make sure that all African people were treated fairly. African Day reminds us of the strength and determination of African leaders and people who fought for freedom. Africa is a very diverse continent. There are many countries in Africa, and each country has its own unique cultures, languages, traditions, and customs. For example, there are over 2,000 languages spoken in Africa and more than 3,000 ethnic groups. One of the things about Africa's Day is that it gives a chance to celebrate this diversity. People share their culture with others through music, dance, food, and art. However, on Africa Day, people wear colorful traditional clothes. People play different types of music and dance. People also cook and share traditional food from their countries. African Day is a time to look how far Africa has come. Many African countries have made great progress since independence. They have built good schools, hospitals, and roads to help their people. Education and healthcare have improved in many countries. African Day also reminds us that there are still challenges we need to overcome. Some problems in Africa, including poverty, lack of food, and illness. Sometimes there are conflicts between countries. Lastly, African Day is a time to celebrate our unity, diversity, and progress. We also remember the struggle of the past and celebrate the achievements of today. By coming together, we can continue to build a better future for Africa and its people. I thank you.